chosen hope of harvesting on the innocence. Tread lightly the search for the voices and stories of the departed, for in the shadows hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of the spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own inner demons, wings to life, your deepest fears. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality? In the search for life after life, have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have, maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers hidden behind the veil. Shave off the blinders and open your mind's eye. Listen to the story. We are they, we are incarnate and unknown.
And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? Happy motherfucking Monday to you. Yeah, I gotta put you on mute for a second. Okay, sorry about that. I had a piece of candy in my mouth. I had to kind of, take care of that before turn on the mic. I thought I had a few more seconds. Turns out I didn't. Courtesy of GameBug, went back through and redid the video. Fucking freaky now, ain't it? Got that creepy Amy Lee vibe to it. I think he did a hell of a good job to it. So, damn. Thank you, Bug, if you're tuning in. Oh, excuse me a second. I got to. There we go. Gotta turn the brightness up a bit. Hope you guys had a great Monday. Gotta say, today at work, you're hearing the Moscow Mule open. One of those days. But it was a good day. Got a lot done at work. And I just look forward to getting home to do the show tonight. GameBug had messaged me this morning. He goes, dude, check your inbox. It's like, okay, let me check it on break. It's like, damn, dude, you did a good job. You revamped it. You made her look older and creepier. And it sounds like something that should be bellowing through like a cemetery or a graveyard or an old church. He did an amazing job with the video. So thank you, Bug. Do appreciate it. We finished section 3 last night. Unfortunately, no EVPs on that either. We're 3 sections into 5 or 6 sections on this recorder, and we've only gotten 2 EVPs, and they were on the first section. So, yeah, we're starting section 4. Hope you guys are ready. Let's see if we can get something tonight. And TM, I see you snuck in. How you doing, bud? Why's my chair so low? There we go. Bring that up just a little bit. So that's not as high as I want it to be. Got something to hang from my mic stand from the mic. Unfortunately, it's too low. Oh, little rubber chicken. Yeah, I did. So I'll just hang him over here. Out of view of everybody. Yeah, where are we going to be at? Do we have anything to listen to on the... Yeah, there's a little bit. Might not be too bad. I'm just hoping fucking when I upload this to YouTube, they're not going to be like, oh, yeah, that's a restriction. You know what? Put my shit back up or I'll find you. So who else went broke between Black Friday and Cyber Monday? Not this guy. Got so many deals on emails today from shit I used to buy. It's like, no. Like geeky jerseys. Like I said, I posted the link for you guys a few shows ago. Jerseys up to like $70 off. And it's like, oh, come on, no. Had to kind of force my credit card back into my wallet and be like, not this time. Though I would like to hang my mic up here. And wear the jerseys on stream, but I don't know. Definitely don't know yet. Once I get the office remodeled when they fix the house, I'll probably hang the mic and then be able to do that. Make it a lot easier for me. But literally, my monitor goes to about, my second monitor. I'd really have to talk loud because I'd have to, it'd block the screen. It would, and I'd have to get a new mic arm. Got some like I said, I got some ideas for the new studio. What's up, Tundra? How you doing, bud? Good, I hope. I wonder where Deads has been. Or Sims, Explicit. Starting to miss my old regulars here. It's disheartening. I'm missing my stream friends. Uh, What's up, Windsor? I'm stuck with all you guys. It's all good. All of you guys are stuck with me, too. But that's half the fun, ain't it? Yeah, I hope it goes away soon for you there, Tundra. Yeah, it's never good. I've been there. I know how you feel. Windsor probably fall asleep in a little bit. Got to be to work by 6 a.m. Yeah, I wish I couldn't go in that early tomorrow. Had to be in at 7 on Sunday. That was bad enough. I don't mind though. It's not overtime, but overtime. Basically, an extra day's pay. Normal start time is 7, so only an hour earlier. No biggie. Yeah, I get that all the time though. Hey Brent, can you come in an hour early? Yeah, that puts me out an hour earlier. Oh, can you just stay till 5? It's overtime. Yeah, why not, right? It's hard enough getting there by 7. Some days I feel it. When I work what? 8 to 5. So, excuse me, I've got the perfect work schedule, 8 to 5, Monday to Friday, with the occasional mandatory overtime. Oh, not really mandatory, but normal volunteered overtime, which I am okay with. And just be aware today, guys, today's show probably only going to be about an hour. It's going to be an hour. I had issues from my past and I still get furious about it, and then I'm not mad about it for a day or so. I feel you, Tundra. There's parts of my past every now and then pops up, and it's like, you know what? My past is my past. You can't focus on the future when your past pops up. It's kind of like learn to just put that blocker in. I know it's easier said than done, but believe me, I understand. I'm 47. I have my past jump up every so often and be like, heh, and I'm like, heh. So yeah, you got to learn to just put your middle finger to your past and kind of just accept it. We all have stories. We all have those experiences. Kind of look at life and be like, you know what? You hit like a bitch. Because I keep getting back up. You try to knock me down, and I come back up swinging. Car. I'll be right back. All right. All right, Tundra. Regardless, man, keep your head up, bud. All right. Had to get a fuzzy little asshole. Wow, what's up, Moose? How you doing, bud? Welcome back. I'm good. Doing a short show tonight, but I'm good. I was saying, yesterday when I had to go in, we had to load out Carrie Underwood. Came in today, and we have to load in to prep all the gear for Pink. So we got Carrie Underwood out, Pink coming in, and Usher coming back later this week. So we got three major shows all at once. Pink's preparing for Australia. So the video Ecto posted about that douchebag and Sky. Wow, dude's nuts. Yeah, he is. So yeah, the next few weeks at work are going to be busy. Up until about I think uh, about the end of the second week of December, then it's going to slow down a little bit, at least through the beginning of the year, which is good. Wow, that was a loud. Not paranormal, but enough to get your attention. Ho hum. You know, honestly, the way it's going, we might not get anything off this recorder, off this section. It's just looking more and more like we have to be investigating for the answers. I was hoping for some residual EVPs. You can't win them all, you're right, because we've gotten dead recorders before. But one, when you haven't done that area before, you kind of anticipate and hope. Like we put it up, the H4N up in the mattress factory. we had 6 hours of silence, which means the cafeteria, which is the room next door to it, might be the same. But yeah, like I said, last investigation, out of the 15 digital recorders, like 3 of them were silent or 1 or 2 EVPs. So stay optimistic. Now that I've said this, watch us start getting a few. Because history on this show shows that when I start talking shit, we start getting EVPs. And I actually think last year on the previous investigation, we actually got that sound of those curtains drawing once before. The roof damage really threw off your EVP game. No, it threw off the show game, is what it did. Because we should be at least a third of the way through the evidence by now. nose. Okay, that's not normal. That's hollow. Okay, let's pause this. That's definitely hollow. Uh, okay, that took out all the background noise. Still, I don't think it's something we can count. We have nothing to compare this to. Huh. Metal plate bed. This is hollow. It's not. It's some kind of knocking. Because it's got some hollowness to it. So I don't know, TM. This is definitely strange. Doors are hollow. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's a door. It sounds like a knock on a door or a thump on a door. So I don't know. All I know is, as strange as it is, we can't count it. But I'm not going to debunk it. Oh well. Definitely one for the books, though. Well, shit. At least we're getting more bangs and more knocks and more ambient noise than we have on the past couple sections. That's the only benefit to this right now. So there's a another team on YouTube that went to investigate the Goldfield High School. Now I've investigated the high school twice. The current people taking care of it were being interviewed about certain things in the high school that belong to the hotel. Everything they said was 100% lies. They were kicked out. These people were previously doing tours of the hotel, were kicked out and escorted off property for certain reasons I won't go into. They weaseled their way into the high school and are continuing to spew lies and false truths about the history of Goldfield, Nevada. I don't know why I'm bringing this up. Probably just to fill some of the silence. The fuck? Okay, something on the highway. But anyway, I saw the video last night after stream, and I'm sitting there thinking, how are these people allowed to exist? You know, exist in Goldfield. False history is going to do nothing but hurt the field. False information about another building is going to hurt. So I sent a link to the people, the right people in Goldfield. I was like, you guys got to watch this segment, and you're not gonna like it. I got a text message this morning going, "Are you fucking serious, Brent?" You heard it right out of their mouths. They're like, "Yeah, we're gonna look into this," because what they were doing was technically defamation. So we get to kind of sit back and see what happens. Didn't mean to cause a firestorm. Actually, yes, I did. Because after I had a run in with him, I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for my turn. So, yeah. They were making up lies about the people taking care of the hotel after them. Making up lies about stuff that belonged to the hotel, which I think they just took. I'm not saying they stole it, but they're telling them misinformation about the high school, misinformation about the hotel, misinformation about stuff that's in both buildings, and it's to hype up the lore of the haunt. Instead of just telling people the history and then let them go from there, they're making up shit. And they did this to me when I did a tour. I paid like I think it was like $30 for a like an hour and a half tour of the hotel. I already knew the history. I already knew the history of the hotel. And every step through the hotel, they were telling some kind of fabricated lie. The guide, yes. The tour guides, and the people who were helped taking care of the hotel, when they got kicked out, they weaseled their way into the high school down the street. And it's another building that's being rebuilt. So now they're making up stories about the high school as well, and making up stories about the people who own the hotel and the people who are taking care of the hotel, helping rebuild it. They're just fabricating their own stories. Even the guide in Stanley hotels tell lies, but they're not telling even the correct history. It's like, do you not realize we've investigated this before? Do you not realize what you're doing is, false? So when you start slandering people in your stories, there's going to be nothing but trouble that happens. So they have to be careful. Because like I said, I sent that link off. I was like, you guys got to do something. Like, we're going to look into it. When it comes to Goldfield, Nevada, I am very protective of the people in that town who have helped me through the years. My good friend Danielle, who helps take care of the hotel, who's helping rebuild it, who takes haunted tours in there. I've known her for like 10 years now. John Ulrich, who takes care of the mines. He owns the property where the mines are at, all the whole historical buildings up there, and a couple in town that he takes care of. And it's like, you try to protect these people as much as you can, hoping people tell the truth about the history. And when they don't, you're going to get these people trekking up there to be like, hey, here's the story. They're like, no, that's not how it goes. Well, I heard this from this person. Well, they're full of shit. My buddy that I work with today, he sent me a video, a YouTube link of a guy that actually pretty much breaks into locations. He trespasses, he walks in. He does this all over the world. He'll just show up at locations at middle of the night and walk in and start filming. And I told my buddy, you did not send me this. He's like, Brent, he goes, check this out. He was up in the Pacific Northwest in like Oregon or Washington on an island where there was a community on the island. This is back into the 30s and 40s. The government came in and kicked everybody out. About 20 years later, the government disappeared. People moved back in. I think it was in the 70s and the 80s, the government went back again and kicked everybody out a second time. He was going into the hospital, the jail, the bowling alley. He went into the bowling alley and started bowling on an abandoned bowling alley. Never had permission to go out there. And you see all these YouTubers popping up going, hey, look what I investigated. Look where I went. No, look where you trespassed, because we know that's off limits. But it says abandoned. Abandoned doesn't mean unowned. This has been sent to the authorities. And yes, I am that guy. If you trespass and you film it in the paranormal, I'm sending it off to the authorities, because that prevents teams like me and many others who will actually call and pay to go in. You get one person who breaks in, they'll never let him in again, any team in ever again. There's an old train station in Rhyolite, Nevada, where a paranormal investigator YouTube channel filmed himself breaking in and vandalizing and stealing and investigating. Little did that, oh, I said he, okay, too late on that one. Little did he know there were security cameras hidden in this building. Didn't take too long to catch him. And he was vandalizing stuff that was over 100 years old. We're talking stuff that goes back to the, 1900, 1910. And he was just tearing shit up. Having a good old time. What a piece of shit, Windsor. That's too nice. So you take into account people who respect the history and people who just don't give a fuck. There's no in between. There's people who go to enjoy the history. There's people that go to enjoy the history and the paranormal. And there are people who go there because they want to see if they can get in. And take a piece of history with them. And they do. They steal. Little do they know now, like I said, I told you about that abandoned hotel on top of a mountain. They got people on camera breaking in. It doesn't take much to set up a wireless camera. With the, like Starlink now, all you need is a satellite connection. You can watch that day in and day out. Only me, I'd set up like a Ring camera connected to Starlink. See somebody walk in, I'd be like, "What you doing? Are you selling Girl Scout cookies?" Urban Explorer? All Urban Explorer is doing crime no matter what they call it, yeah. Let me see if I can find that guy on YouTube. Well, I'm not going to out him. I'm not going to out him on the show. There's an abandoned hotel north of what is it? Northeast of or northwest of Tonopah, Nevada. It's an old like an old Motel 6 type of hotel, just up on top of a mountain. And it for 20, 30 years it was very popular, but it was remote. So eventually they went bankrupt. No, it's not type of mountain, but it's as you take the highway up through like the mountain pass, it's on top of the mountain pass. I wonder if I have pictures of it for you. I know I have pictures. Montgomery Pass is the name of the place. And this is a picture of the hotel. Look up Montgomery Pass, Nevada. You can see people have gone in and just trashed it. There used to be homes up there too. I mean, you can see. No-Tell Motel. Is this hotel considered haunted? I don't know. But this is when I was telling you guys, what was it, last week? When I called the number on the sign outside and asked them if we could come investigate and he said, "I'm watching you guys on camera right now. Thank you for not going into the building." It was like, "What?" He goes, "I'm watching you guys on security camera. Thank you for not going in." He goes, "I watch people do it all the time. Unfortunately, I'm in California where I can't catch them." So he goes, "Thank you for calling me." And he asked about the condition of a couple other buildings where the cameras don't work. And he's like, "If you ever want to investigate, come on up." So the problem is, it's about a 5.5 hour drive from Vegas. Is it worth it to go up there to investigate for nothing? Yes and no. I mean, you're going to have to do it in the summer because Montgomery Pass, you're not doing that in the winter. Hell no. But yeah, like I said, it's top of a mountain pass coming through on the highway. And what can you do? As I always say, call and ask. When he told me, he goes, "I watch people break in all the time." He goes, "When I have a chance, I come through, I put new locks on, and I get back home and I have alerts, and the locks are ripped right off." So you feel for these people who do their best to preserve the area as much as they can until they decide if they're going to fix it or not. Then idiots go in and wreak havoc. Just some things you can't control. And it's sad. It really is. I remember growing up in Missouri when I was like 6, 7 years old. You could leave all the doors and windows wide open, leave for a couple days, and come back. Your neighbors picked up your mail, put it on the kitchen table, and made sure everything was okay. Nowadays, if you leave your doors open and go to the store, you're coming back to an empty house. So yeah, preserve the history. TM, I don't know. That's beyond my scope of knowledge. Tundra, if you have to cut, I understand, bud. Have a good night, and I hope you get a little bit better. That might be the way in New York City. That might be that way in New York. I don't even know about Nevada, but that may be the case in New York City. But yeah, Japan, there's like ramen there's food vending machines everywhere. Ramen, beer, freaking everything. And I want to go to Japan and have a go at some of their freaking ramen vending machines. I hear they're amazing. They even have like self checkout ramen bars. It's just like, really? The hell? That's a bird. Never mind. Are we getting that late? 2, 4, 6, 7 hours. Yeah, we're getting on towards dawn. We're already through the night. We're into the early morning hours now. Yeah, these other countries don't mess around. Here it's just tap on the hand and go on about your ways. As I said, guys, tonight is going to be an early show. Told you we're going to do an hour. We're hitting an hour right now. So I'm going to call it here for the night, guys, and I will be back on tomorrow night without delay, unless something drastic happens, which has been known to happen. Apologize about the short show, but I do have shit to take care of. Life gets in the way, but I did make the appearance for you guys. Unfortunately, again tonight, no evidence. We're going to try to change that, or we're going to need to change that on the next section of the recorder when we get to night 3. So we're going to fetch is on. Okay. It's just fetch bug, right? TM. All right, we're gonna raid on over to fetch bug. You fetch underscore bug. Okay, that's what I thought. Gonna raid on over to fetch bug. You guys have a great night. God bless, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.